It's your day in tech history, and it's brought to you by our friends over at DJI. Get yourself your own drone by going over to geekazine.com/DJI. Jeffrey Powers here. I welcome you to the Day in Tech History, a full rundown of technology history 7 days a week. Subscribe to the show via iTunes, Stitcher, or download right from dayintechhistory.com. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. March 4th, 1956, An Wang sells IBM his patent on ferrite core memory for several $1 million. Wang's memory would be used almost universally in digital computers in the 50s through the 70s. 1959, the NASA spacecraft Pioneer 4 missed the intended destination, the Moon, and becomes the second artificial satellite ever to be first launched by the U.S. 1962, the Atomic Energy Commission announced that the first Antarctic atomic power plant, PM-3A Naval Nuclear Plant Unit, has been activated. 1968, orbiting Geophysical Observatory 5 launched from Cape Canaveral, carried 25 experiments. 1977, the first Cray-1 Supercomputer was shipped to the Los Alamos National Laboratory in New Mexico. The first Freon-cooled Cray-1 Supercomputer, which cost $19 million, would be used to design sophisticated weapons systems. 1991, the most primitive form of the World Wide Web goes online. 1994, the U.S. Senate Subcommittee on Video Game Violence reconvenes. 7 prominent members of the game industry, including 3DO, Acclaim, Atari, Electronic Arts, Nintendo, Philips, and Sega, assure the committee that this industry would implement a self-regulated rating system for video games in time for the Christmas buying season. 1996, Netscape Communications announced an agreement to acquire Netcode Corporation, a developer of Java-based toolkits. And Texas Instruments announced a TravelMate 5300 notebook computer featuring a 133 MHz Pentium processor with PCI bus architecture for $5,499. 1997, the comet Hale-Bopp flies directly above the sun. Microsoft announced a plan to acquire Inters. And the United States President Bill Clinton bans federally funded human cloning research. 1998, government, naval, and university computers running Windows 95 and NT across the United States were crashed by an anonymous hacker. Crash affected computers running 25 different universities. And the website of Yale University was hacked anonymously. And in 1999, Microsoft acquired CompareNet Incorporated, and Sony Computer Entertainment announced the formation of 2 new businesses established to produce critical components for the PlayStation 2 in order to reduce production costs and protect the proprietary technology. And now this word from our friends over at DJI Technologies. You know you want a drone. You're a techie kind of person. You like to have fun outdoors, and it is getting warmer now. It's kind of like when you were a kid and you got that first RC car, except this one flies. Connect the camera and record around your house. You can go to your park and put together some great videos of your kids playing ball, flying kites, and more. You can even get the ball or the kite's perspective. If you go over to geekazine.com/DJI, geekazine.com/DJI, you can get free shipping on that DJI Phantom 2. It's the one that I have and use all around Madison here. Then go out to the park and have yourself some fun. Geeky fun with DJI Technologies and the Phantom 2 drone. Now let's get back into your day in tech history. 2000, Sony released the PlayStation 2 video game system in Japan. It featured a 294 MHz 128-bit Emotion Engine processor, 32 megabytes of RAM, graphics synthesizer, and embedded VRAM cache. The price was 39,800 yen, about $360. 2001, forwarding email in Australia becomes illegal with the passing of the Digital Agenda Act. 2002, the Canadian government bans human embryo cloning, but permits government-funded scientists to use embryos left over from the fertility treatments or abortions. Also in 2002, Intel released the mobile Intel Pentium 4 processor M at speeds of 1.6 or 1.7 gigahertz. Prices started at $401. 2007, approximately 30,000 voters take advantage of electronic voting during the parliamentary elections in Estonia, the world's first nationwide election, which citizens were allowed to vote remotely. 2008, Facebook hired former Google executive Sheryl Sandberg as their COO. IBM discontinued SolidDB, an open-source storage engine for MySQL, and former MySpace exec Brad Greenspan acquired Rever into his company LiveVideo.com. 2010, it is announced that Comdex would be reborn to a virtual trade show November 16th to the 17th online. And Apple removed Wi-Fi finding applications from the App Store. And in 2013, Microsoft acquired Service Metrics Hub for an undisclosed sum. Metrics Hubs was a cloud performance management service. And Twitter shut down TweetDeck for Android, iPhone, and Air. They removed all Facebook integration from the program. And that's your Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And, of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2015, JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.